mentioned it at the start of the interview. Genetics of the Dalek ties in with Time Lord Victorious, Tom Baker, and does it also slightly tie in with the escape rooms as well?
Yeah, it was an unusual sort of brief because it started off tying in as an escape room thing.
Yeah.
But that was when it was a different escape room. It didn't have a Dalek in it. It was a unit story. So the first version of it was about unit investigating time traveling squirrels,
Yeah.
and then they're saying no, it has to be for the escape room with the Dalek in it, Johnny. And so I did another story which again will never see the light of day with the Daleks. And then after about a month, it was, we're going to time it. Can you tie it in with Time Lord Victorious? Can you join this escape room, which had nothing to do with Time Lord Victorious, and do a story which joins the two together? But by that point, I think most of Time Lord Victorious had either been written or set in stone. So James Goss sent me a big sort of flow chart of everything that was planned, and sort of going, and you fit in the corner there. You was a sort of a little sort of extra bit that we hadn't planned for. So it's not massively linked in with everything else, because it is essentially just sort of tagged on to the end. That's not as an afterthought, as a sort of a bonus, I suppose. It's yeah, because I think if you followed the whole of Time Lord Victorious, and it would end with a story with the fourth Doctor, so it almost sort of has a sort of circularity.
Yeah.
That the story ends at the earliest point in the Doctor's life.
Yeah, because I remember when it was announced, a lot of people went, "Oh, Tom Baker's doing Time Lord Victorious now." Because originally we only thought it was going to be 8, 9, and 10, and then suddenly everything else started getting added, and there was comics, escape rooms, audio adventures, T-shirts, toys. It just seems to keep growing every time. Every time I go on Twitter, there's a new thing trending about the new Time Lord Victorious.
Yes, I mean it's one of those things that these sort of things snowball, and if you're doing a sort of merchandise or spin-offs, if you're doing these things, there's always the problem of how do you sort of get a profile, how do you get noticed? Because there's so much stuff. There's been so much stuff, and you want the fans and you want the bookshops or whatever to sort of go, this is a new thing, this is a big thing, and this is a way of tying it all together. I think it's with his Dalek little videos, and there'll be stuff on the BBC website and stuff. Hopefully, the idea is this will be as big a thing as a TV series in terms of pushing the brand.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm just sort of a little sort of following behind during my little Dalek story with Tom Baker. So yeah, that's I came in very late, and I'm very glad.